Be Still Matt Myra's Heart. Bond girl Naomie Harris from Skyfall will be here.
And speaking of Matt Myra, he will be reviewing the Samsung Galaxy Note 2 in Gadget Pr0n.
Matt is probably more excited about Naomie Harris than
I'm sure.
Yeah, the Gadget
I'm sure he is. I'm back.
Yay!
Yay!
She's back, but she's giving me the ailment. I've got a
I'm so
cough.
sorry. It wasn't just a cough, buddy. It wasn't just a cough, so
Yeah,
I
well,
hope that's all you have.
Yeah, I'm coughing today. The other's gonna come later, probably.
Good luck. So, any exciting plans over the weekend?
Yeah, I'm actually, after we're done here, I'm heading to the airport, and I fly to Vancouver because I've got to film Arrow.
Oh, Arrow.
I film until Saturday, and then I come back to Palm Springs, so.
I hear that Arrow has very good ratings right now.
Yeah.
I hear that they skyrocketed.
No, maybe not skyrocketed, but they did go up.
Well, why is that?
Well, ladies and gentlemen, your ratings have just gone up. Barrowman's on the Arrow. Wait! Hashtag Barrowman.
Hey. That was a good one. But do you know what would make the Arrow rating skyrocket even more?
What?
If this bitch was on it! Let's get me on the show.
Yeah.
That would be fun.
You know what would be really...
We get to work together on that, too.
What would be really funny is if you did get on the show and you had to have a sex scene with me.
That would be really funny / awkward. But I'll do it.
Yeah.
For the sake of TV, I'll do it.
She said earlier, she's at the point, I'll do anything.
Did I say that? Because I don't think I did.
Yeah, but I'm saying it for you.
All right, I'll do anything. Time now to run down the top things on the web.
We're going around the net. What's up?
Oh no!
Mom's gonna practice.
No, only if I get the show, then we'll practice.
What's up first today, C. Bales?
Oh, well, it's proof that math and science do not have to be boring if used properly.
Oppenheimer's college roommate once woke up with a particle accelerator up his ass.
No, that's horrible.
Check it out. It's Bill Nye's college dorm.
Yes. You know, Mousetrap is not at all how I remember it.
No.
Wasn't that such a fun game growing up?
Yeah, you always just set it up to make it work, and then you never played the game.
Worked. No, I would set it up to make it work, and then it wouldn't work.
Yeah.
Which was a bummer, but that worked really well, so congrats to them.
Yeah!
And now here's a clip from ABC's election coverage in which a reporter at the Obama victory party, this is so good, has a hard time putting names to faces.
Blake Berman, he's got some info for us at Camp Obama. Blake?
Not necessarily info, but just kind of giving you a little bit of what you see here. That's Wyclef Jean. Sorry? Wale, excuse me, Wale. We saw a bunch of musicians out on the campaign trail. Bruce Springsteen for the president yesterday, Jay-Z for the president yesterday, and we've seen celebrities, will.i.am, good grief, man, I am tired.
I love that video.
How dare he disrespect President Obama like that? The man just won an election. He's just trying to have a good talk there with Joe Biden. To be fair, it's hard to recognize will.i.am when he's not in a hologram form.
It's very true, very true. A survey says, does not know any black people. So sad. And finally, here's today's #1 video, but technically it should be #2.
Don't do it. Leave it. Just don't do it. Aiden, close that gently. Close it. That just happened!
Call me crazy! Yeah, call me crazy. I would watch this home improvement show, no problem. Hello, I'm Johnny Knoxville, and this is Unclogging the Pipe. Hey, guys, isn't that how Elvis died?
That is no better than a flaming bag of poop on your doorstep.
Yeah!
Have you ever done that?
Shut up, I'm not the only one who's ever done that. Really? Yeah.
So you have done this?
Yes, I have.
Okay, will you please explain to me how this works? Because I know you take a paper bag, but do you take like dog poop or cat poop, or do you poop into it yourself?
You actually, the fresher the poop, the better it's going to combust, so you want to have a fresh one. And you use your own poop. Yeah, put it in the bag, poop in the bag, go up and you know, we've done it before, and you know we've done
it many times.
In my neighborhood we used to put a little bit of gasoline on top of it too.
That is horrible.
Yeah, because it just adds to the flamboyance. See, I got that in there, flamboyance. All right.
Flame.
Yeah, but actually, really good one to do is cat poo.
Oh.
Yeah, because it's got a little bit of hair in it.
Ew! All right, all right. Around the net, you have been served. Enough of this poop talk. Still ahead, weed is legal in 2 states. Sort of.
And there's a new way to help out people displaced by Hurricane Sandy. It involves your couch. I'll tell you about it right after this.
This portion of Attack of the Show is brought to you by Sony.
Welcome back. Lots of news in the world. Here's a little of it. As you know, thanks to Hurricane Sandy, many folks in New York are homeless thanks to Mother Nature ripping off their roofs like Magic Mike rips off his pants. So there are a bunch of New Yorkers who could use a place to stay right now, and Airbnb is helping them out. Airbnb is a website that lets people with spare bedrooms and couches rent them out to strangers. Oh, I know, turning the entire internet into your friend from out of town who just needs a place to crash, man. Normally, people pay for the privilege of sleeping in a stranger's bed. Oh, yeah, I said it. But only dicks profit from the misfortune of others. Yeah. So at Airbnb.com/Sandy, New Yorkers with space can list their apartments for free, while people who need a place to stay can see what's available. They will probably not be picky. So good on you, Airbnb. But since staying at a stranger's house isn't necessarily the easiest thing, we here at Attack of the Show have come up with a few couch surfing tips. A funny way to break the ice is to show up at your new pad dressed like an Amish person. When they ask how long you haven't had electricity, say since 1693. I thought it was funny. If you have a bad dream, don't ask to sleep in their bed, just do it. Don't sleep naked, not at their place or ever. Your body is gross and nobody should see it, not even a cat. If you're worried you have too much laundry laying all over the place, just set it on fire. Yeah, let the fire spread to their bedroom, then wake them up and put it out. Nobody likes a slob. Everybody loves a hero. So, good luck out there, guys. And remember, if you follow these simple tips, everything will be all right. But there's no way you're staying at my house. Moving forward, the recent election was great for women, gays, and potheads. So basically, all the attendees of Lilith Fair had a lot to be happy about. I love that. Except Sarah McLachlan. I didn't get her name right. Except Sarah McLachlan, who can't stop bumming you out with all those cruelty ads. Still, the biggest news for weed lovers was that for the first time ever, both Colorado and Washington voted to legalize the use of recreational marijuana. Yeah, you heard me. Recreational marijuana. Forget having to complain about anxiety for California's half-assed medical marijuana. You can now get Rocky Mountain High just for fun in the Evergreen State and the Mile High City. Yeah, both of which, by the way, have the best names ever for legalized pot. At least until the Amish County of Wicked Bong Rips, Ohio goes green. But you might want to hang on a minute before you blaze away in front of a cop in the Rockies. Marijuana may be A-OK with Colorado, but the feds still put pot in the same drug category as PCP and heroin. What a bunch of squares. Ooh, Rice Krispie squares. That's why the governor of Colorado warned his constituents to wait before they, quote, break out the Cheetos. Proving that he too may have some first-hand experience with the munchies. Wait, did somebody say Cheetos? Oh. And look, they're baked. Here are a few facts about the merry old United Kingdom you might not know. Not every house comes with a dozen servants. Our national anthem is not yakety sax, and even we can't understand what we're saying. Also, we used to be pretty damn aggro. Invading countries is not really the UK's thing anymore. They usually just ride shotgun during other people's surprise country invasions. Ahem. USA! 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 Shut up! But according to a new analysis of all the countries we've ever invaded and the few we never got around to, the UK has invaded 90% of the countries on the planet. Invading 90% of the globe is like crushing at a game of Risk and missing New Zealand. Wait, actually, we got New Zealand. So, who got away? Woo. And now, all those countries are wishing they'd been covered in British semen. Especially the Vatican. Still ahead. James Bond's back, and he's looking better and blonder than ever. I'll sit down with some Bond nuts to gush about Skyfall right after this.
All season long, beat the autumn chill with me and Sarah Underwood as we turn up the heat with more special guest hosts like John Barrowman, Paul Scheer, Matt Mira, and Damien Fahey. It's Attack of the Show every weeknight at 7, 6 Central, right here on G4.
The new James Bond film comes out tomorrow, and critics are saying Skyfall is the best one in years. Does it live up to the hype? Well, let's find out. Please welcome an actor, comedian, and co-creator of the Super Ego podcast, Matt Gurley, and Attack of the Show's own Q, Matt Mira!
You get a Q. I got the watch from Q Branch. We're ready to go.
Awesome. I mean, I love this film, right?
It was, I waited and waited and waited and waited, and then I saw it, and I didn't hate it.
You saw it Monday, right?
I saw it Monday,
I
yeah.
waited a little bit longer. I saw it last night.
So did I.
Yeah.
So you were probably at the same place I was.
I can't even process it yet.
Guys.
I processed it totally right at the
No, you can't do that. There are 23 of these you have to put it up against. You
No,
can't
I know.
see it
All
and
right,
then go,
okay, never mind. Let's jump back there because it's 50th anniversary. I loved it so much. 50th anniversary. Who is the best Bond? Let's just cut to the chase.
Okay, my unpopular choice, my favorite is Roger Moore.
Oh,
Really?
Yeah.
I can back you up on this.
Oh, 2 Roger Moore!
Well, he's not my favorite, but I love him.
I think he's fantastic.
I can get Roger Moore, but
Yeah.
I prefer, prior to that, it's got to be Sean Connery for me, who was the initial, and he had that suaveness. Roger Moore to me was just like no offense, Roger, like your dad.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
You don't want your dad to run around?
And you got to figure
Ruin
Bond has
models?
a lot of children out there, so he's somebody's dad.
Okay, I think we have to disagree on that one, but is there any others that stick out for you?
I'll make a case for Daniel Craig. I know that Sean Connery is the classic, but this guy has taken this beyond just the Bond role and made it a really three-dimensional character. Plus, I like the ladies and those eyes. I mean, come on.
Daniel Craig.
They're like blue little ladies, those eyes.
Guys, we weren't asking who had the best eyes, because that's obviously Daniel Craig.
No, I got to disagree with you on that one. They might be blue little ladies to you, but they're blue little men to me.
Fair enough.
Very nice.
Daniel Craig does a very, very good job of, I think, bringing it back to the sort of what Ian Fleming had originally intended, was this powerhouse guy that will... I love in Casino Royale.
A dark killer who goes after what he wants and is told, and he does what his government wants him to do. I love you, Daniel Craig.
And they did such a great job in Casino Royale. that whole free running sequence,
Totally.
the parkour thing. The guy goes through a tiny hole in the wall and he just runs through sheetrock. He's like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna just run through this.
He's a psychopath.
He's a maniac.
Yeah.
So with going back and we've got the classics. So
Yeah.
really, he's the best of the new ones.
I think he's
yeah.
the best of all of them. I'll say it right here on TV. I will.
Bold
I love
statement,
Connery, but I will say that.
I kind of have to agree with you because I
He's-
think
yeah.
he's much more modern, and particularly the way with, for those of you who haven't seen the film, with what they do with the movie and stuff like
Yeah.
that, he just really has a hold of it. He
Yeah.
really got a grip on what he's doing.
You can say what you want about Quantum of Solace. Maybe those movies are 2 for 3, but he's 3 for 3. He's amazing.
Yeah, he is very good.
All right, now we've mentioned a couple of the titles, so let's talk about which we think is the best Bond film.
Okay.
And
Now,
if any of you say Moonraker, I'm going to punch in the
I'll
face.
make a case for Moonraker. I love it. Just for the sake of argument.
That was like the bad child era of the Bond movies.
That movie's ridiculous.
Moonraker, though, that's probably my favorite of the Bond girl names, Holly Goodhead. Dr. Holly Goodhead.
Yeah, doctor is the
Yeah, she's a
important
doctor.
part.
It's okay, you guys. Moonraker,
They're wearing Converse in space, yellow Converse.
I mean, you got.
But come on, when they were floating around in Moonraker, you could see the strings.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
You can see the strings on their acting on that movie.
Yeah.
But no, I think my favorite will always be Dr. No. That will be my favorite James Bond movie. It's the first one that I saw. Luckily, it's also the first one of the franchise. But just, it's so classy. We're seeing right now Goldfinger, which is easily top 3 for me. This, by the way,
There's
he
your
jumps
movie.
out of the plane without a
Awesome.
parachute.
Yeah.
That's Vic Armstrong, their stunt coordinator, jumping out of the plane there with the parachute underneath his blazer. And then they're like, this might not open. Yeah, but it did.
It did.
He's alive.
If I were to say Monsieur Scaramanga.
Scaramanga.
Scaramanga, what is unique about Scaramanga?
He has a third nipple.
There you go.
Third nipple.
And speaking of nipples, let's talk about Bond girls. Okay?
Let's.
Who is favorite Bond girl?
I'm going to go with Vesper Lind.
Vesper Lind.
But close second, Solitaire from Live and Let Die, Jane Seymour.
Well, she is Dr. Quinn, medicine woman. There she is. My favorite Bond girl, probably a very unpopular choice, Lana Wood from Diamonds Are Forever.
Can I tell you something about her?
Please.
We're Twitter
Plenty
pals.
O'Toole.
Yes, we're Twitter pals, and you have to follow her on Twitter because she's amazing. She knows how to @reply, yet she still will tweet things like "orange, silly" or "being?" ? She's amazing. No, the driveway, but Friday.
So she's like horse ebooks. She's horse ebooks and Bond women. But Plenty O'Toole is her name, and when she introduces herself to Sean Connery, he goes, "Named after your father, perhaps." So
the lines are so good. The one-liners that come out in Bond films. Ursula Andrews.
Ursula Andrews is great. I mean, she makes
Classic
a
moment.
very
You
good
can't fight
impression.
that.
Come out of the water, and then they try to recreate it with Halle Berry in the worst movie I've ever seen in my life, Die Another Day.
I will also make a case for.
Get off of the set.
No.
Die Another Day
No.
is.
I was
Oh,
going to say
okay.
that.
Thank God.
Could
Thank
you
God. Thank God.
just take a
Thank
knee?
God. Die Another Day. you guys.
Grace Jones, the rich man's Wesley Snipes.
Of course.
Right.
Of course.
Was fantastic. I love her.
All right. Okay,
And she
moving
pays
from the
taxes.
women to the villains.
Yes.
Okay, favorite villain.
My favorite Bond villain. I know you don't care for this. I enjoyed Jonathan Pryce in Tomorrow Never Dies.
It's hard to have a villain in a mock turtleneck. You know?
I enjoed that.
Yeah.
I've worked with Jonathan. I know what he's like off stage. I couldn't take him seriously.
Oh, okay. He's a fun guy, huh?
I had a situation where I've been reviewing these films on a blog, and I wrote up License to Kill, and I actually inadvertently or advertently insulted Robert Davi, the villain from License to Kill. He emailed me. We went out to dinner, and we're fast friends now.
You're
He's
like
amazing.
friends with everybody from Bond movies now.
Oh yeah, that's true.
All it takes, kids, is a blog.
What about Jaws?
He's
He's
great.
great. He's great, and he was in 2, right? He was in 2 of the movies.
But he's probably one of the most well-recognized and known Bond villains,
Yeah, but he's a henchman, just like Oddjob is. I'm not gonna pick Oddjob as my
Right,
favorite
but if you
Bond
ask
villain.
anybody who was his villain, they probably couldn't tell you, but they can tell you Jaws.
Yeah. Wow.
And I have the 15-inch doll signed. All right, Skyfall. Where do you think it ranks in all of the Bond films?
You can't do it yet.
Don't think too long. What do you mean you can't do it yet?
You really can't rank it yet.
you've
First of all,
seen
this is
it.
amazing.
That
He
is-
jumps into a train and then fixes his suit. God bless you.
I love that.
God bless you.
Did you guys also notice a similarity? This doesn't spoil anything, but towards the end of that movie, there's a sequence that's directly out of Home Alone.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Yeah, I don't mean Bond is doing this, but there is a sequence that's like right out of an 18 montage.
Well, throughout the whole movie, no spoilers, and if you don't want to hear this, just hold your ears. But it's an homage to a lot of the older films.
Yeah.
which
Yeah, they do such a great job. Sam
Fantastic.
Mendes does a really, really good job of sort of respecting the legacy before it and really giving it, this is the 50th anniversary thing that we wanted to see, was these little, hey, you know that.
Yeah, and there's so many things I want to actually talk about, but we can't because we don't want to spoil it for you. And that's the thing. I've worked with Sam. I did a play with him in London's West End. He directed me, and I know that he visually will see the pictures, and the pictures you're going to see that he sees through the camera are just amazing.
Am I the only
Incredible.
one that doesn't personally know anyone involved in the James Bond movies?
Yeah, why the hell is he on this panel?
Call me Pierce.
All right, where do you think they've now got this, hopefully a smash for them. It's done really well in the UK. Where do you think the franchise needs to go from here?
I would love to see them just play out Daniel Craig's arc straightforwardly. Then maybe after that, I've always loved to see like if they go back to the 60s and reboot it in the 60s again. I would love that.
You want to see that? I am tired of reboots.
Can I
We've
speak
had
to
enough,
you under the table
Matt.
for a second?
Go for it.
Okay.
No, but what I would love to see, we've had a lot of these movies of Bond being rogue. It's sort of been a theme of the last like 5 movies.
Yeah.
And what happens at the end of this one, I don't want to spoil anything, but it seems set up to be like, here now, enjoy a James Bond tale.
Yeah,
he's
ready.
on a mission.
He's sassy.
And he doesn't go rogue.
No, he's sassy and he's fun and he has a lot of sex.
I'm in.
There we go.
And
All right,
booze.
thanks to Matt Gurley and Matt Mira, everybody. Now we've got an exclusive clip from the new James Bond film with a surprising cameo.
Art's the best, isn't it? I mean, look at that. It's gorgeous. It's got nice, smooth lines, kind of organic. Best captain, too. Captain Jean-Luc Picard. You know what's weird? He had a British accent, but he had a French name. It'd be kind of like being a British Secret Service man and having a Scottish accent. Am I right? Connery. What do you see when you look at that?
Bloody big ship. Excuse me.
Oh, 007? Yeah, hi, Matt Mira. I'm your new quartermaster. Because I just got laid off from my previous job. I was on G4. It's a small cable network. You probably have DirecTV, though.
You must be joking.
You look terrible. Are we not shaving now? Is that a thing? Is that the new stylish thing? We're not going to shave now and I didn't get the memo? Isn't it weird that we're talking and you're not looking at me? Why aren't you looking at me?
Because you still have spots.
Oh, that? That's mustard. This hot dog I've been working on. You want some? I think it's kosher. That's probably not in question.
Your competence is.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. I don't need competence to just come in and look at art. All you need to do that is a sturdy bench. Although that's no guarantee of back support, am I right?
And youth is no guarantee of innovation.
No guarantee of innovation? I'm only 27 years old, and look what I invented. Just give me a minute here. Prepare to be amazed by magic. Check it out. Huh? I call them pajama lamps. I never have to be afraid of the dark again.
Oh, so why do you need me?
Well, to be honest, that hot dog is moving through me pretty quickly, and I got a finger that needs to be pulled.
Or not pulled. It's hard to know which in your pajamas.
Ah, very funny. Come on, just pull it. Just pull it one time. Come on, James, don't be such an octopussy. You get it? What if it was a gold finger, huh? I got a thunderball about to breach. Why are you not finding this entertaining? Come on, it'll be for your eyes only, huh?
Q.
007. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to go to the gift shop. I hear they're having a sale on fridge magnets.
Love it. Well done, Matt. Right now, it's time to start the feed.
All the news you need to know. Thursday, November 8th, and here are your top stories. You might have received an unusual email from Twitter today saying that your account may have been compromised and that the company had reset your password. Well, it turns out Twitter got a little overprotected and accidentally reset the passwords of way too many accounts, most of which were in no real danger. The company won't say how many accounts were affected, just that it was a lot, and has released a statement acknowledging the mistake and apologizing for the inconvenience. So long story short, your Twitter account probably wasn't hacked. And it seems the password scare wasn't enough to deter Pope Benedict. Today, the Vatican announced that the Pope will be joining Twitter by the end of this year. So start thinking up your Pope jokes now and just put them in your pocket and save it for later. And the artist J.K. Woodward, best known for his artwork in IDW Publishing, Star Trek, and Doctor Who comic books, was left without a home and nearly all of his belongings after Hurricane Sandy. Now, in an effort to help raise money for his family, the artist is selling his original painted artwork and will also be producing a selection of signed prints for as cheap as $15. The signed prints will only be available for the next 2 weeks, so if you're looking to get your hands on some sweet memorabilia and want to help out a talented artist in a time of need, be sure to check out his work at jkwoodwardart.blogspot.com.
Come on, move in!
Yeah! And finally, fans and collectors of all things He-Man, listen up, because Mattel is hard at work creating the largest, most ambitious Masters of the Universe classic item ever. Behold, the Castle Grayskull. Based on the original 1981 prototype and in scale with most of the series' 6.5-inch action figures, this epic collector's item is set to be released next year. There's just one problem. The castle must meet a pre-sale goal before the company will begin production. Right now, Mattel has reached about 60% of their goal, but they have only until November 12th to get the rest. So if this is something you're interested in, you'd better get moving. The Castle Grayskull is available to pre-order right now for $250 at MaddieCollector.com. Yeah. I'm Sarah Underwood, and you've just been fed. Stay tuned. Naomie Harris from Skyfall will be here, full of James Bond secrets.
The feed is brought to you by The General Insurance. For a great low rate you can get online, go to The General and save some time.
Our next guest did something totally unexpected, and I can prove it.
I may have a shot. It's not clean. Repeat, I do not have a clean shot. There's a tunnel ahead. I'm gonna lose them. Can you get into a better position? Negative, there's no time. Take the shot. I say take the shot. I can't, I may hit Bond. Take the bloody shot.
I apologize.
Don't apologize, girl.
I didn't want to do it.
It was fantastic.
They made me.
Naomie Harris, everybody. You shot James Bond to start off the next big, the 50th anniversary movie. You killed him in the beginning.
I know, but they made me do it. I wanted them to change it. That was one of the things I said to the writers, please don't make me do that. Because I thought that everyone was going to hate the character after that.
Well, totally, because I saw the movie last night, and I have to say, I absolutely love this film. And for those of you watching, you just need to go out and see this. It's one of the best Bond films ever. So, when you did do that, because obviously I'm thinking, I don't know if I'm going to like her. I think, no, seriously.
Really?
No, seriously, I did think that at the beginning.
But seriously, to be fair, was it really my fault? It wasn't, no, really.
You were doing exactly what an agent should do.
I was following orders.
Absolutely correct.
Exactly.
So, although we were kind of like, we also forgave you.
Oh, good.
At the same time.
Good, because that's what I was worried about, so I'm really relieved to hear that. Thank you.
You are one tough cookie.
I am.
You are, because not only, you know, with all the gunslinging that you do and the car chases, how was that? I mean, literally, from somebody watching who's been involved in TV, how was that filming all that stuff?
Hard, to be quite honest with you. It was really, really hard. I had no idea it was going to be that hard. There was so much training involved. I was training for 2 months before we even started filming.
Driving training?
Driving training, combat training, gun training, working out with a trainer 5 days a week for 2 hours a day. I mean, and this is coming from me, who's like the laziest person ever, never, ever exercises. So it was a real shock for me. I actually threw up a couple of times before
you started shooting.
Yeah.
So literally, so before you got the first day, then you were going on set, and you knew you had to do, let's just say that the fantastic driving sequence that's at the top of the film. I don't want to give any more spoilers away, but you were nervous.
Yes, it was. I didn't throw up because I was nervous. I threw up because of the exercising, because it was such a shock to my body.
Gotcha.
Because, you know, from coming from nothing to, you know, suddenly doing all this stuff. But it was really nerve-wracking doing all the stunts, because it's completely different to regular acting, and I had no idea. You know, when there's like scenery falling down and a train that takes half an hour to reset if you get it wrong, there's like so much pressure.
That's just right in the back of your head.
So much pressure, yeah.
How many millions of dollars is that going to cost to reset?
Exactly.
But that sequence in particular with the driving and you know, you have a knack of getting out of traffic.
Yes.
You just bash your way out. So now does it frustrate you when you're in real traffic that you can't just...
It really does, yeah. It's a great idea. Dodge 'em cars kind of thing.
Okay, now, one of the things, again, that I thoroughly enjoyed, your sense of humor in the whole thing, because you've got some fantastic one-liners.
Yeah.
Was that, for you as the actress playing the role, when you read something like that, you think, okay, and I don't like to call you Bond girls, I know it's you're a Bond woman.
That's right.
There's a
That's
lot.
what I said, yes.
You're a Bond woman, and
Yeah,
there's a
like
lot,
that.
because there's a lot more to you in that aspect.
Exactly.
And, you know,
Exactly.
so when you had these lines of sense of humor, did you think it was like a little bit of a gift that was given to you?
Yeah, I thought it was a fantastic gift, because normally, like, Bond women don't really get to have any humorous lines. They just get to be kind of arm candy and
have
look
sex.
great. Have sex, yes. Lots of snogging scenes as well.
Yeah.
And I got some of that as well, which is good.
Yes.
But I also got the witty lines as well, so I was really, really happy.
Because the sequence where you are, again, without trying to give too much away, in the casino.
Yes.
And you're very much in control.
Yeah.
Which is really great, because a lot of the women, as you said, are portrayed as being someone that he's just going to have on his arm, but you are strong in
Yeah,
this.
but I mean, Eve is a field agent. She's just as capable as him, you know, and that's the whole important idea that I wanted to get across. You know, they're equals in the field, and they rely on each other. So there's equal respect between both of them.
And also the fact that he doesn't, he kind of is winding you up a little bit about things.
Yes.
That's all I'll say. Things that have gone on.
Yeah, yeah. You can't really say any more than
No,
that,
I can't.
actually. It's terrible.
How is it for you, though, that you're, you know, when you do the interviews, and particularly because you guys filmed this and you finished it a while ago.
Yes.
And then you had the premiere in London most recently, which was a thrill, because the premiere, and then you met the royal family afterwards.
That's right, yeah, it was amazing. And they also turned the Royal Albert Hall into this completely new place. It's never had a premiere before. No. It was like massive. It was unlike anything I've ever seen before. It was amazing. And it was great meeting the royals as well.
Yeah, I watched it all on television. I wasn't invited. Yeah, it's all right. Okay, Daniel Craig, super hot.
Yes, of course. The hottest Bond ever.
Totally, I totally agree with you. But that sequence where you, again, I don't want to give too much away, but he was, all I'll say, people watching, he's like that, and you're right there, and you're totally, again, in control. Did you have to you were shaving him.
Yeah, that's right.
But did you have to practice? She's shaving his face, everybody. Come on.
My gosh, I just got a flash image there. It was awful. No, I am just shaving his face. Let's keep this PG, please.
No, but did you have to practice how to because you do it with a straight razor?
Yeah, I did have to practice. I went to barber school for like 3 weeks to learn how to shave him properly. I started off on balloons with shaving foam, and then I graduated to members of the crew, and then finally they allowed me on Mr. Daniel Craig.
Well, I hope I've gotten to give enough away that excites everybody about the movie, but not, you know, and just, I'm thrilled to sit and talk to you. It's absolutely fantastic,
I'm so
and I
glad
really
you
loved it.
enjoyed it.
And was he wearing anything under the towel?
I didn't check.
See, I would have. Anyway, I wouldn't have been a Bond woman.
I don't know how method he is, so you'll have to ask him.
I will next time I see him. Thanks to Naomie Harris. Skyfall is in the theaters tomorrow. It's fantastic, so please go check it out. And now over to my Candace.
Thanks, John. Matt Mira has got a phone that's so big.
How big is it?
It's even bigger than the last one. We play with the Samsung Galaxy Note 2 right after this. On the next Attack of the Show, magician and author Penn Jillette drops by the studio live with his new book, Every Day is an Atheist Holiday. Then Jessica Chobot and Alex Albrecht bust out their battle rifles to give us the latest on Halo 4. Plus, comedian John Hodgman is here live to break down the end of the world with his book, That Is All. Also, Matt Mira sorts through all the latest gadgets and gear to let you know what to buy for the holidays. And on DVDuesday, Chris Gore raids the video store to check out Oliver Stone's Savages, along with the alien invasion comedy, The Watch. Coming up next week on AOTS.
And my buddy Matt Myers with me again today. Hey! What do you have for us today, Matt?
Well, I got a phone that's almost the size of the inside of the TARDIS, John. The biggest phone just got bigger with the Samsung Galaxy Note 2. The Android smartphone boasts a 5.5-inch Super AMOLED HD display and is powered by a 1.6 GHz quad-core processor and 2 gigs of RAM. It also comes with the new Android 4.1 Jelly Bean. This new phone can be yours for $299 with a contract.
I love the noise it makes. Do it. Boop, boop, boop.
That's it. If you love plastic, have I got a phone for you? Yeah, take it out. No surprise if you have seen the Galaxy S3. This is a bigger one. It's the Galaxy Note 2. You pretty much know what you get from Samsung. A lot of plastic and a lot of screen. This size is what's going to turn a lot of people off on this thing. I have tiny lady hands. So, yeah, I do.
Okay.
I'm okay with it.
I got big man hands.
Well, your big man hands can probably handle 6.35 ounces. And it's 5.9 inches by 3.2 inches wide. The thing is huge. The screen itself almost covers the entire front of the screen. And of course, there you go. Other than the sheer size, what sets this thing apart is the stylus, or the S Pen.
Oh, show me.
I will show you. But first,
wait, hold on. Yeah. Before we talk about the stylus, let's talk about the screen.
Okay.
Sorry. I jumped the gun there.
Don't worry
Bond
about
gun.
I missed that.
Shut up.
Here it is. The screen actually is fantastic. It's Super AMOLED. It's 5.5 inches, which is actually bigger than the 5.2 inches of the previous one. The resolution, people, 1280 by 720, which is the same resolution as the 10-inch Galaxy Note tablet.
Oh.
Squeezed down, so you end up with an image that is twice as sharp. Colors are popping. Brightness is excellent. You were just shaking your head in disbelief.
It's just so big.
It is. It's almost the size of the background graphic. Video is impressive on the screen. What's nice about this is it's 16:9 aspect ratio. So let's say you want to download the latest Arrow, or another program that John is in. You can watch him without black bars on the top and bottom. It'll be the perfect aspect ratio for watching video, which is something that the iPad Mini could not give us. Browsing the web on here is great as well. It's really a good size for consuming media and a terrible size for this.
All right, so we mentioned the stylus. I'm one of those people who actually has a stylus for my iPhone and for my iPad.
Johnny.
All right, because my fingers sometimes when I'm typing, they're too big. I think it's actually quite a good thing.
Well, I don't really care for styluses too much, but the S Pen. Is very nice. It's designed specifically for the screen and the system. That said, it won't, it doesn't blow me out of the water, but it is a good stylus. When you pull out the stylus, it immediately brings up apps that are working with the S Pen. So you got your notes that pop up right here.
That's really good.
Yeah, you can do all sorts of fun things. And Samsung has licensed the technology from Wacom, because they can't make anything on their own. What you end up with is a very good experience. I'm kidding. Samsung actually makes great stuff. You pull out the pen. Look at that. It has this. Now you can see where it's hovering over the screen, just like a Wacom tablet. If you hover over long enough, it'll open up folders and things like that. There are 1,024 points of pressure. What does that mean? It means you can draw with a pencil, with a fake pencil, like you would with the normal pencil. You press down hard, you get dark. Press down light, you get a nice gray.
So look, yeah. So this is geared for somebody who wants to do something really quickly, and does it work quickly?
It does. It works incredibly quickly. This phone is very fast. It is a 1.6 gigahertz quad-core processor, people. That is 4 cores of processing and 2 gigs of RAM, which also makes it tops for a Samsung phone. Now, on top of all this fun stuff, they have gone ahead and updated this to Jelly Bean 4.1, ladies and gentlemen. Jelly Bean is here, out of the box. I also, like, it will move very quickly. Multitasking, no problem. It'll open apps like nobody's business. And it really is, I'm so happy it's so fast, but I'm so angry it's so big. I walked around with this in my pocket last night, and it felt incredibly uncomfortable.
You get used to it.
Oh, good to know.
No, listen, can you buy one of these and maybe just use it as, for multimedia, for watching videos and stuff without the phone plan?
You could. It would be very, very expensive if you were to do that, because they give you a break for buying it with a contract, so you're going to spend like $600 as opposed to like $300. But again, really, I mean, it's not that cheap if you buy it and then cancel the contract. It's worth it over, I would say, an iPad mini. Right. That's right, I said it. I would get this instead of an iPad mini.
Okay. What about the camera and stuff?
The camera actually is pretty good. It has an 8-megapixel camera. That's take a look at that. That's all stuff we're auctioning on eBay after we all lose our jobs. It's not the best I've seen, but it's a serviceable camera. That looks a little washed out. It was overcast today, so that's a little bit of light to do with that. I just wish a phone that was this big would have maybe a camera that had maybe 12 megapixels instead of 8. I would like a little bit more.
Well, he always wants more, but you can get the 16-gig Samsung Galaxy Note 2 for $299 with a contract. Matt Mira, what is the verdict?
Guess what, everybody? 4.5 out of 5.
Oh!
Can you believe it?
Half a point.
I took off half a point because it's so clunky. Listen, the phone is great. It's very fast thanks to a quad-core processor, and thankfully Samsung has included Jelly Bean operating system in the box. Don't have to wait for an upgrade. It also has the best phone screen on the market for consuming media.
That's a big thing.
The Retina display on the iPhone 5 is sharper, but it's not, I don't think it's as pleasant an experience when you're watching media on this thing. However, the size is ridiculous. So if you're in the NBA and you're looking for a phone, great job. If you're a person that is carrying bags around and put everything in a bag, also a good phone. But if you want to put your phone in a pocket, buy bigger pants and then get this, I guess.
All right, excuse me a moment. I have to make a phone call.
Oh.
Thanks, Matt Mira.
That's it for today's Gadget Pr0n.
You weirdo.
I gotta get my shoe back on.
It's weird standing with my bare feet. Go on.
All right, you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, let's do this. It's time for today's epic fail.
Here's a mixed martial arts match that demonstrates the downside of taunting your opponent.
Okay, to be fair, demonstrates was in the teleprompter as demon dash straight's on the next line. So it makes sense.
Sometimes my head thinks one thing and I say the other. You know that tip is, don't start hitting yourself on the head before you get punched in the face because you've already knocked yourself out.
Well done.
That wasn't funny either, was it? I'm batting 100 today, kids.
I was gonna give it to you, John. I was gonna give it to you.
I'm making